one of the most successful human species ever. For 250,000 years, they dominated Europe, a continent ravaged by ice ages and stalked by wild animals. Then, 35,000 years ago, they faced the ultimate challenge: the arrival of another human species. This is the story of the last time two different species of human shared this planet. Only one of them would survive. It's first light. The daily routine has already begun. "35,000 years ago, southern France was a cold and unforgiving place to live. 1,000 miles away, an ice sheet grips northern Europe, bringing polar conditions to much of the continent. In winter, temperatures can plummet to 25 below, similar to northern Canada today. Herds of woolly mammoth roam the windswept grassland. The forests offer refuge for bison and red deer. And limestone caves provide shelter for the people of this valley. These are the Neanderthals, the first human species to adapt to this harsh and frozen continent. Protection from the freezing cold comes from animal skins cleaned and worn as clothing. To prepare the skin, the mother first scrapes off fat and sinew with a sharp flint blade. She uses her teeth as a vise. Her face is designed to spread the stress evenly around her skull. Her teeth are worn from many years of use. There are only 2 women in the clan. An old man, 3 adult males and a young boy make up the 7-strong family group. This cave is the center of their world. Within its walls, they sleep, eat, butcher meat. It has become priceless evidence that has revolutionized our vision of the Neanderthals. Far from the ape-like and brutish characters of popular myth, we now know they were a strong, intelligent, and highly adapted species. The latest scientific techniques have revealed incredible details about their lives. Fractured and withered bones reveal how their lives were plagued by injury and disease. And even how some met violent and unexpected deaths. 2 generations divide the old man and the young boy, but they have one thing in common. In this harsh climate, they are the most vulnerable. Childhood is the most dangerous time. Nearly half of the Neanderthal fossil record consists of children under the age of 11.
Oh, Margot!
At 5 years old, this boy has only just been weaned from his mother's breast. Yet his brain is the size of a modern-day adult. His physical skills are advanced. It's just as well. In an environment like this, you either grow up quickly or you die. For the oldest member of the clan, life is no less precarious. He's 43 years old, but injury and exertion have broken his body, hastening old age. Already he's living on borrowed time. 4 out of 5 Neanderthals never get to see their 40th birthday. The bones of a man aged about 40 were unearthed in the Shanidar Cave, Iraq, in 1957. Scars on his ankles and ridges on his kneecaps reveal he was already crippled with arthritis. He had multiple fractures to his upper right arm. Paralyzed and misshapen, it had withered to a fraction of its normal size. Here it lies alongside a normal, healthy bone. The lower half of the arm is completely missing, severed above the elbow by some traumatic event in his life. Close examination of his skull reveals the cause of these injuries. It's almost invisible to the naked eye, but the left side of his skull shows signs of a serious fracture. The subsequent brain damage would have paralyzed the right side of his body and may have blinded him in one eye.
Corn.
Done.
For the old, there are few concessions in this brutal world. If he is to stay with the clan, he needs to pull his weight. Neanderthals are a territorial species. This clan's territory is around 27 square miles, the range of an average day's hunt. Some distance from the cave, the clan's 3 brothers have picked up the scent of prey. The oldest brother is the leader, the strongest and most experienced. He orchestrates the hunt. These deer are in their prime. Nutritionally, they're more valuable than old or sickly prey, but also much harder to catch. The Neanderthals' world was much smaller than the one we know today. Arctic tundra in the north and vast stretches of desert and sea to the south restricted their range to Europe and Western Asia. Even at their peak, it's estimated that as few as 100,000 Neanderthals may have lived within this border. Bones and artifacts have been found as far south as Israel, in Uzbekistan and the Ukraine in the east, in Poland, Germany, and even Wales in the north, to Portugal in the far west. But southwest France was one of the most densely populated regions, home to as many as 3,000 Neanderthals. The hunt has not been successful. Darkness has fallen and the men are stranded on the edge of their territory. If they are to survive a night away from their cave, they must make a fire. Neanderthals were not the first to use fire. It had been known to humans for over 500,000 years. But their skill in harnessing it is key to their survival in this frozen continent. Fire provides warmth, of course. At night, temperatures can fall by 10 degrees. But in the open, fire is also their main means of protection. Leopards and wolves, cave lions and bears stalk this part of France.